And welcome to this weekend's Behind the Mitten. John Gonzalez along with Amy Sherman having a great time as we travel every weekend across this great state of Michigan. And Amy, today we have an incredible view and an incredible place to tell you all about.
I know, as you know, this is probably one of my favorite views because we are overlooking the greatest of the Great Lakes. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, that is true. Absolutely. You love the west side of the state, and you love your Lake Michigan.
I love Lake Michigan, and so I feel pretty happy that we get to overlook it in such a beautiful spot. And we should tell everybody where we're at. We are at the Inn at Bay Harbor, which is located right in Petoskey, Michigan. So all the way up kind of on the tip of your ring finger, pointer finger. I got to think about that. Maybe in between the ring and the pointer finger. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, just about, I think, the top of the ring finger, halfway up the nail on the middle finger.
There you
See,
go.
You got that
there
right.
you go.
Well, welcome to Behind the Mitten, Mike Costello, who is the president and general manager of the Inn at Bay Harbor. Welcome.
Thank you. Great to have you guys here.
Well, we're thrilled to be here because I think we so often drive through Petoskey on our travels, especially in the summer. It seems like we go back and forth, but not so very often do we get to come up and enjoy the lake during the winter. We might get to go to Boyne and ski or
Sure.
To the Highlands and ski, but maybe not sit here and overlook the lake. And it's like its own animal in the winter, isn't it? It's breathing.
It really is. And I think for a lot of people that are not from the Midwest, if you're from the coasts, I'm from New England. I've lived on both coasts. It's about the ocean. And the idea of a lake is completely different than what the Great Lakes are. So the third coast area is, I think, a little bit of a misunderstood part of the country. And it certainly is spectacularly beautiful. And to your point, the winter scenes on the lake are their own special sort of look and experience than what we see in the summer. But
everything from ice balls to ice caves.
That's exactly right. The ice caves are forming right now out on the edge of the lake. Yesterday, we had waves rolling in. It looked more like the ocean than a lake, and today it's very calm. And it's always interesting to see how the lake color changes as it plays off what the sky is, blue, gray, something in between. It's beautiful.
I love that we're here at this time of year because when we think of the Petoskey area and the west side of the state and the vacations, we think of summer, maybe fall colors, but I think a lot of people might be missing an opportunity to come here during the wintertime.
Absolutely. You know, we're located in between Boyne Highlands and Boyne Mountains, so you get a couple of great options for ski experiences, downhill, cross-country. Petoskey State Park, you can see from right out back here, a great spot for hiking and cross-country skiing or snowshoeing. So there's a lot of great options you have for outdoor activity, plus nothing better at the end of a day of skiing than to come back for a spa treatment.
Amen to that.
We'll be talking a little bit more about that later in the show, folks, because
John has decided he's going to live the spa lifestyle from now on.
Well, and it's the perfect time, John, because we just completed a renovation of the spa, and the response to it has been spectacular. So we have a lot of people that will come up, do an outdoor activity, ski, come back over, enjoy the spa, have a little dinner in Vintage. And you also have 3 towns right nearby us between Charlevoix, Petoskey, and Harbor Springs. So there's a lot of little diversion side trips you can take as well very easily.
Well, and I heard last night that there's a shuttle that will take you into Petoskey right from the inn, which is fantastic. You can go visit like Beard's Brewery or some of the shops.
Absolutely. And this time of year, a lot of people really opt for that because they've maybe driven up from downstate. There may be some snow out there, a little bit of icy conditions, and so they let our guys take over and take them over for dinner.
I'm glad that you said coming here from downstate because I'm curious, where do you get folks from? Are they coming from the Detroit, Grand Rapids areas, or are they coming from all over the Midwest? Where are they coming from?
It's a little bit of both. Certainly, Detroit metro area, Grand Rapids are large feeder areas, but we also have a lot of people that come up from the greater Chicago metro area. Mm-hmm. And we'll also see a little bit further further flung places represented, especially during the summer. Indiana, Missouri, and then you can always tell those folks that have a tie one way or another to Michigan, either themselves, their spouse, when you see a Texas plate or an Ohio plate. So the Midwest is certainly a draw, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are known as a great place to come for whether it's maybe a family reunion or a girls' weekend or a wedding, or you offer a lot of different things like that.
Absolutely. We have a lot of getaway weekends. It may be girlfriends, it may be couples, or it may be guys golfing. There's 45 holes of golf between our two golf courses. So we get a lot of people that come out and they hold golf getaways, or couples will come and they may golf, they may split up and have some spa, some golf, some combination thereof. Lots of family reunions, lots of weddings. Mm-hmm. You can imagine you're out here, Lakeside, for your ceremony, and then you come up to the Sagamore Room patio and also utilize the grassy area right by the lake for the reception and the dinner and the dancing. It's pretty spectacular.
It would be beautiful.
It sounds spectacular, and it sounds beautiful. Real quick, we're talking, folks, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Mike Costello. He's the president and general manager here at the Inn at Bay Harbor in the Petoskey region of our state. Mike, can you kind of give us a quick overview of the Inn and the amenities and what can people expect?
Sure.
I mean, how big of a property do you have here, and just overall information?
Well, in the Inn, we have 123 units. Now, we've got 7 different floor plans of rooms. Some of those can be locked off. So when you consider all that, there's 13 different room configurations that you can enjoy. There's suites. There can be single rooms, a king-size bed, two queen-size beds. So there's a lot of flexibility, whether it's a couple or it's a family. Then adjacent to the Inn, we have our Lakeside Cottages. There's 21 units there, 2 and 3 bedroom units.
And those are standalone units, right?
They are. They're located just right next to us. They're here on the grounds, but it really gives you the sense of being in a freestanding lakeside cottage. And we get a lot of people that enjoy those. They come in with their family. There's kitchens. We've got kitchens in just about every room. So especially at Lakeside, people like to come in and just sort of make that their base of operations. There's some grills outside that they can take advantage of, some open areas where we see kids running around, bikes, throwing baseballs and frisbees. Additionally, just across the road, up on the hill, we have our Crooked Tree Cottages. There's 12 up there. Those are primarily 3-bedroom units. And they are on the Crooked Tree Golf Course, an 18-hole course.
Oh, they're right on the course. Okay.
They're right on the course. They're part of, that's our course. 3 miles south of us is Bay Harbor Golf Club. We've got 3 9-hole courses there. Absolutely spectacular views.
Oh, I bet. Right over the lake. And
we've got holes that run right along the lake. It's incredible. It's just like if you have an oceanside course in the Northeast or out in California, spectacular views.
Yeah.
And you can play those in any combination of 9s. So that provides a great golfing experience. So all told, we've got the 12 Crooked Tree, 21 Lakeside Cottages, and then 123 units in here. We can conduct weddings, meetings. We've got indoor meeting space, some outdoor space. We've got Cabana Bar, which is outside right at the lakeshore, as well as the spa. And this is the activity area right over here on Lakeside. Outdoor chess. We've got the fire pit. Just a big backyard for everybody to enjoy, whether they want to sit and read, enjoy the outdoor pool, or play some of the activities.
We're going to have to come back, Amy.
I know, we're going to have to. Well, and we should say, too, that the rooms themselves are absolutely beautiful. They're breathtakingly nice, remodeled, gorgeous, beautiful bathrooms. It's a really nice place.
Yeah, we have one more phase of renovations. We'll start this fall and wrap up in the early 2019.
Awesome. All right, well, Mike Costello from the Inn at Bay Harbor. Where can people get more information or book their next stay when they come up to Petoskey?
They can do that at innatbayharbor.com. We also are part of the Marriott Autograph collection, so they can go through Marriott.com as well.
All right, perfect. Thanks so much. All right, coming up next, John, we're going to do something out of order.
Oh, no.
Guess what? It's Beer of the Week. So stay tuned to Behind the Mitten.
And welcome back to Behind the Mitten. John Gonzalez along with Amy Sherman, and just enjoying this unbelievable, spectacular view at the Inn at Bay Harbor. And Amy, I could not have picked a better day to be here.
I agree. It is gorgeous out. I do truly love Lake Michigan in all seasons because it just changes really minute by minute. But in the winter, it's something kind of special too. So if you haven't been up to the Petoskey area in the wintertime, this might be your year. Because what's our theme?
Embrace winter. Yeah, no question about it. Now, we have to thank our last guest. He was fantastic.
Yeah, Mike Costello, who's the GM and president of the Inn at Bay Harbor. He had lots of information about all the different ways you can stay up here, all the things that you can do when you are up here, all the golf that they have, skiing at Boyne and at the Highlands. Lots of good things happening here.
I love it when people are passionate about what they do, and he just seems really passionate about making this place great.
Yes, it is great.
It is great.
From what I've noticed, it's pretty great. Yeah.
All right, who do we have next on the show?
Well, now we're going to talk to my people. We're going to talk to Bryan Banfield, who is the food and beverage director here at the Inn at Bay Harbor. Welcome, Bryan.
Yes, thank you very much.
How long have you been here at the Inn?
I've actually been here since May.
So you're a newbie.
I'm pretty new here, yes.
Are you from Petoskey?
I'm from East Jordan, which is about
right
30-minute
nearby.
drive. Yeah.
Do you have a career in the food industry, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I do. Like many of my fellow industry workers, I started out as a bartender, and I've worked all over through college, and ended up as a manager for Stafford's here in Petoskey at the Perry Hotel.
And then what brought you here to the Inn at Bay Harbor?
Well, I think it was more just a chance of opportunity, and I've been looking to join the Boyne team for a while. They're really known for their golf and their skiing, and I have a young family, and it was just a great fit.
Nice. So, since you've been at the Inn at Bay Harbor, you guys have a couple different restaurants that people can enjoy when they're staying here. We got to enjoy one Vintage, which was pretty amazing. Tell us what kind of food you have going on here.
Sure. Yeah, Vintage is it's a modern chop house, American chop house. It has a little bit of a blend with some fine dining elements in there. It's a wine bar as well. And we focus on typical American cuisine, the craft aspect of everything. We try to do as many proteins as we can in the sous vide cooking.
And for those who are unfamiliar, can I explain what sous vide is?
Yes, so it's cooked with an immersion circulator, which really cooks the protein to the exact temperature, making it so and cooking in a vacuum sealed package, which allows it to really not lose any of the juice from it while cooking.
So is that why my short ribs last night were so delicious?
That is why, yes.
They just melted in your mouth.
They did melt my mouth.
Oh my gosh, they were good.
I think I was a little surprised. I didn't know what to expect. I haven't been to the Inn at Bay Harbor before, but when we were enjoying Vintage, the menu reads great. I mean, you want to eat. It made every dish was like making me hungry. Very comfort oriented, and I mean, it's a winter menu right now, so
absolutely
a little bit heavier. But then the food came out and it was beautiful presentation.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, savory foods, winners. It's great to have some nice, full, fill the tummy kind of foods. And the short ribs that you had was absolutely one of those dishes. And we love that one.
I love too, Bryan, that you had a little bit something for everyone. There really was there was a burger on the menu. You really, and from the appetizers, there was just something that just about anyone could find something they would like on the menu.
Absolutely, and. American food is good. That's one thing that, we have all these ethnicities that we kind of add influences into our food. But American food is really good. It has
pretty solid.
Everything.
We kind of know what we're doing.
We
a
need
little
to
bit.
hold that down. Yeah.
That's funny that you say, because some people will go to other countries and go like, the food wasn't what I expected, because they're so used to just quality food here.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was. I actually just got back from Europe and they love American food, and
they do,
and in France, turns out. So
yeah, isn't that funny?
It's like our French cuisine. They're going, American cuisine, the same thing. So
and then you're like, I want a French restaurant. I'm in Paris, right?
Yes.
I was in Mexico and had authentic American pizza, wood stove oven, everything. Crazy.
That's hilarious. We also have some other dining options around the facility here at the Inn at Bay Harbor.
We do, yes. We have the Sagamore Room, which is our breakfast outlet, and we also use that for banquets and weddings. It's a beautiful I think about 120 seat restaurant. Can really do some gorgeous weddings there with the patio and the space, and breakfast is wonderful in there. We also have the Cabana Bar in the summertime, which is right down by the water, usually